Sure and sweet. It was fun, but I wanted to take it with him, so I decided to ask him out to see if I could help him. So I turned to MSA for help, and it did not disappoint. Rule number one, never let your crush know you're interested in him. Avoid eye contact, and do not speak at all. The next day, when Arthur waved at me in the hallway, I quickly picked up his head and turned away, and he sat next to me in class. I didn't pay any attention. Then in the cafeteria, he caught up with me.
You were avoiding him?
Me? Avoiding you? Don't be silly. Oh, shit. I'm busy thinking about global warming and how it's impacting the fish population. Me? When I finished cleaning up my pants, I hurried around and I told my friend before I embarrassed myself further. That epic failure. He turned to step number two, dress up nice and behave like a total diva. I went shopping, picked up a bunch of dresses. The next morning, it took me 2 hours to get ready. I thought I looked good. That's the moment I entered. I started pointing at me and laughing. Oh my god, why is she dressed like a peacock? What is that on her face? Did someone finally punch her for being a know-it-all? She was so embarrassed. Immediately turned around and ran for the bleachers and was still sulking when Arthur walked up to me.
Did you rub your lips anymore? They're gonna fall off.
This lipstick won't come off. It won't. Annoying.
Let me help you. Also, I'm not saying you don't look good with makeup, but you actually look way prettier without it.
Really? Does that mean you'll go out with me?
Are you serious? I wanted to cut you out for the longest time, but everyone in school told me you're a cold-hearted witch. Girl, cold-hearted girl who hates people.
That's not true. We hate other people. There's a difference. So, you and I dinner tomorrow?
I'd love to.
My first date with Arthur was perfect, and he told me that his parents were just like mine, and he lived with his mom and 9-year-old brother Charlie. We started dating soon after and spent all of our time together. People were also nicer to me since I was Arthur's girlfriend, and even got like a lot better than in it until things started getting weird. Some days he would come to school looking like a half-dead zombie, and other days he would skip school altogether. His grades were slipping, we were barely seeing each other, and I knew something was wrong. So one day when he canceled our date, I went to his place with his favorite ice cream. So I opened the door, some kid we Charlie, each brother around his ends. Very nice. Say, ice cream. Repeat after me. Sure. Jimmy ice cream or I'll kick you. And Charlie kicked me on my chest, snatched the tub, and ran away. As they yelled out in pain, Arthur came running downstairs.
Alicia, why didn't you tell me you were coming?
When would I tell you? You hardly talk to me these days.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just that Mom's getting married again. The guy doesn't want Charlie in his life, and Mom loves her stupid boyfriend so much that she decided to move out, leaving me in charge.
Leave.
It's embarrassing, and I didn't want to drag you in my mess.
I'm already a part of your mess, and we're in it together. Okay, I know that was a bit cheesy. Arthur looked like he was gonna break in a million pieces. I really wanted to help him. Some things how bad could a 9-year-old be? Turns out a lot, because Charlie was a crying over the smallest thing, throw tantrums if he didn't get his way, and constantly wanted to make dates with Arthur. We hardly spent any time alone. I was pretty sure he just hated me. One time I was waiting for Arthur in his living room, and Charlie kept keeping me downstairs. Something on my face, push and figure out who's going to look like a horse and a chicken all at the same time. That's kind of mean, Charlie. You are kind of ugly. Anyway, have fun on the date. You won't last long. In 10 minutes, Arthur called the babysitter, and Charlie had locked himself in the washroom and had to run back. And another time, it was his birthday. I had planned a really cool surprise for him. I'd invited all his old friends from the army. Arthur helped me deck out the place, and I was arranging the cake when Charlie walked up to me. Oh, cake was eaten in 2 pieces. Only after my dad cooked it. All right now, I need something else. There's whole pizza on the counter. I used to think I said it wasn't cake. Charlie tried to get the cake, but I got in his way. He shoved me away and accidentally knocked the cake, which crashed to the floor. Whoopsie, guess no one gets to eat it.
What happened? I asked you once.
Your brother ruined my surprise. He just asked her to give me some cake, and I didn't wait.
Relax, Alicia. We'll get a new cake. I'm sure your dad won't know.
That's not the point, Arthur. Your brother is a spoiled brat. He needs it. Put that kid on a leash, or I swear I will.
He's my brother, not some dog I can put a leash on. I know he made a mistake, but he's just a kid. You know what? We'll just leave. We wouldn't wouldn't want to ruin your evening any more than we have.
Perfect. Arthur took Charlie's hand and they left. Going to stop him, but approached the two of them. Later at night, when I calmed down, realized that I had been too rude and called Arthur up. To the answer, he didn't even show up to school the next day, and neither did Charlie. So I went to his place to talk to him and saw Charlie crying on the porch. What's wrong? Arthur wasn't here when I woke up this morning, and I don't know where he went. Did you call him? He left his phone behind. Then why didn't you answer when I called? Don't worry, we'll find him. Until then, you're coming home with me. No, I don't like you. You don't have to like me, but I'm not leaving you alone until Arthur gets back. So annoying. I didn't know if it was waiting for Arthur to show up or get in touch. He didn't. Well, I decided to sleep in the lounge and comfort Charlie in my room. If you need anything. Next morning, Arthur was still in no show. He didn't reach his mom either. I remembered he told me she was out at St. on her leave. Next, I asked his friends and colleagues where he was. Eventually, we contacted the police. A week later, they had no news of him. What sick. What could have possibly happened to him? Meanwhile, Charlie refused to go to school or shower. He mostly kept himself locked in my room and acted ruthless at any gesture. Losing my mind. So I turned to Dad for help. He promised he'd get a word out of his colleagues in the army to track Arthur down. I still don't know what to do with Charlie. He shoots me down every time I try to talk to him. It's
Mind off purpose. That's why I feel this talking to think about maybe something simple.
I decided to give him a shot. Next morning, I walked into Charlie's room and whoops, yeah, going out is Arthur back. Oh, you're getting out right now. Charlie resisted and I dragged him out of bed and somehow we made it to the bus stop. He kept cursing me the whole way. I didn't care. And minutes later, we were at our destination, the meatball arena. Not going in there. Why? Two chicken balloons. You're on, Charlie. I had a good time at the meatball game. And it was the first time I actually heard him laugh. Afterwards, I went to a trampoline park and jumped our hearts out again. He was so tired he could barely walk, so I called a cab and tried to my favorite burger joint. Just the entrance and stared. What? You don't like burgers? It's just that this was my favorite place to come with my mom. Every weekend, we come here and play our favorite songs in the jukebox. No, she didn't even call me. And Arthur's loved me too. He'll be back in no time. He loves you a lot, Charlie. What? You'll always be here for me. Charlie cried and touched his head for the first time. Someone was a hard-working kid. Just since then, Charlie warmed up to me. We had breakfast together. He would always make my bed when I got home from school. He was so calmer and hardly threw a tantrum. I couldn't wait for Arthur to come back and see how much progress Charlie had made. He still had my hands on him. I wanted to be home. Each I hope to ever see him again. We're getting to her. This broke my heart. Finally, one night, we broke down in front of Dad. I hope that Arthur's coming back at me. It's been weeks and no one knows where he is. If he was in town, we would have found him by now. And Charlie, he's supposed to be his brother too. What can I even say to him? What? I turned around and saw Charlie standing at the door. You've been telling me all along the police will find him. You said you were sure. I'm sure he's fine, Charlie. I'm sure. I was sitting in the kitchen in despair. The phone suddenly rang. It was the police. They found Arthur in the hospital close to town. I rushed to the location and texted Dad on the way. The doctors at the hospital told me that Figure was rotting as he was attacked by the forest rangers. Apparently, he went outside and got injured. Since then, he's been in a coma. I was sitting next to him when Charlie walked in with Dad. Who is he? I did tell him that he's out of danger. Doctors say there's a very good chance he'll be just fine. Charlie had promised me. I've been so thankful to never fight again. I promise I will never scream again. And I will always be his big brother. He will wake up, right? I'm from Rochester, New York. Please like and subscribe. You know how people say that the love of your life time stands still and your heart seems beat. Well, my dad had his own version of it.
It's like a function of my world. It's like a
That sounds dangerous.
Oh, honey, it's the most beautiful baby in the world.
Dad always tells me about it, and Mom tells me that way. And when she stepped in, well, fireworks going inside of him. That was it.
My life changed forever.
Our life changed forever. My mom was a big shot lawyer, and my dad worked as a music teacher at my own school. I inherited my dad's love for music, but wasn't into singing, so I used mom's lawyer skills on them and convinced them to buy me a drum kit. My life was wonderful. But everything changed when I was 12. I got stuck on one big case and was working crazy hours, so there was no time for anything else. Not even for me. For months, I was bugging her to notice me, but the answer was always the same. Oh, you can't, Alice. Of course, this also led to fights between my parents. They used to argue in the kitchen at night when they thought I was asleep. Finally, one night, she just left. There were no explanations, no clothes, no letter. My dad and I always stayed together. As time went by, we both started feeling a little bit better. Despite everything, I never stopped wanting true love, and I eagerly awaited the sensation my father had described so many times. When I turned 16, I would witness the fireworks of love up close. I was at home cooking an egg when these bratty kids kept ringing our doorbell and running away. My blood was boiling, so I decided to teach them a lesson in the next spell. I flung open the door and spattered the egg right onto them. To my surprise, it was Luke, one of my dad's guitar students. He was one of the most popular, truly dreamy, funny, and kind guy in our school. Oh no, this egg, lucky you! You just want a tuition discount for Dad. I quickly made this up. He kept snickering it. I told you we are. Then it happened. It struck him like lightning, just like my dad described. The whole fireworks and electricity package.
Hi, Alice. I love you.
But here's the twist. I didn't feel the same way. However, like that knowing daughter, Luke got finished to win my heart while I tried to refuse his advances without hurting him.
Flowers can give me
Please.
I think crowns for you.
Thanks, but I prefer vegetables. He invited me to the amusement park, but I pretended to be dizzy when he was going to kiss me on the Ferris wheel, and then he also asked my father for my hand.
So, what do you think?
Tell him that he has provided 4 sheep, 5 cows, and 1 unicorn in exchange. Yet Luke never gave up, and finally, he went all in. He performed on the balcony, singing the very same song my dad used to do with my mom back in the day. And I swear I could see Dad helping him the whole time. Then he asked the same question.
Or even girlfriend.
Luke, I like you, but
I'll take that. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes.
I know, how could you not love Luke back? He sounds like the perfect guy. And you'd be right. He was everything I could have wished for, and more. He quoted Taylor Swift for me. I decided I should give him a chance. Maybe the fireworks would appear slowly for me. Okay, let's do it. After a few months, things were going great. He was a great boyfriend, and I cared for him. One day, as we hiked up a hill, my foot clumsily met a cluster of rocks. I was about to fall when Luke touched my hand and held me.
Are you alright?
Just right, and he looked just beautiful. He leaned in and he rewarded my safety with a kiss. It was a scene right out of a movie. Come on, guys, you see, I tried, but I just couldn't help feeling nothing. By the time we reached the top of the hill, I decided to end things. I truly love him. After a brief pause, I reached to muster the strength to share my feelings. However, as I looked at him, tears were welling up in his eyes.
Alice, there's something I have to tell you.
Yes, Luke?
That we're together. I've been looking for the perfect partner for what feels like we're at.
Tears began to fall down his cheeks as I hugged Luke tightly. How could I break his heart after that? I just couldn't. I needed a new plan, a way to end things without hurting him. Just then, I got an idea. I needed to find my boyfriend and my girlfriend. It was easier said than done. Finding the perfect girl for Luke was certainly a tough mission. I introduced him to Sarah in a bowling alley, but it turned out she was only interested in using Luke to make her ex-boyfriend jealous. Trivia night, Claire and Luke had a heated argument about the best pizza topping. They didn't get along after that. Lastly, how can I forget about Julie? When I introduced her to Luke at a party, it was pretty clear that she was more interested in me than in him. Much to Luke's amusement, of course, he knew nothing of my plan. I introduced so many girls to him, pretending they were my friends. None of them sparked even the slightest explosion. Luke only seemed to have eyes for me. After a few weeks of failures, I was about to give up hope. But then, right in my dad's class, the solution seemed to fall from the sky, almost literally.
Boys and girls, we have a new exchange student from South Korea. This is Moon.
That new girl seemed quiet, but she was such a cold stunner.
We have a little welcome tradition here. You gotta sing us your favorite song while standing upside down.
What? You could actually see Moon's soul leaving her body?
I'm not kidding. But come on, it'll be a blast. Which song are we going with?
For a brief moment, Moon seemed to be torn between making a mad dash for the exit and putting my dad to ignore his request. Love Story by Taylor Swift. And a sweet Playboy friend office mate. I couldn't have been more thrilled. Of all, she had a beautiful voice. She was perfect for us. As soon as the class ended, I walked up to Moon. Hi, I'm Alice. That was amazing. Thank you. I just hope I don't have to do that to introduce myself in math class. Don't worry about it. The gym teacher might make you some push-ups in front of the whole school, but apart from that, that's it. I'm going back to South Korea. She even has a great sense of humor. By the way, the music teacher who just made you sing in front of everyone is my dad. But don't hold that against me. I won't. He seems cool. He is, in his own unique way. It's constantly my plan worked. Who would steal my boyfriend from me? The two of us immediately hit it off. I was happy to make a new friend. But the most important thing was that I had an inkling right from the start that she and Luke were a match made in heaven. I had to work.
Why did I do that? I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Great music if you don't look cool. Mine's master plan in motion. I organized a rehearsal in my garage, but at the same time, as usual, then it became a friendly battle over which song to play next. Just as the next was made her grand entrance. When Luke turned to meet her gaze, something magical unfolded between them. The fireworks were so intense that for a moment I thought the neighborhood bombed my house.
I'm Alice's.
Nice to meet you, Alice Luke. I'm Moon. Moon turned red as a tomato.
It's not horrible.
She was so awkward and cute, but they looked like two penguins trying to dance. The first part of my plan was complete. Over the next few weeks, I did everything to bring my new friend and boyfriend even closer. I planned this adorable picnic for the three of us, but then I faked a stomach pain, so they both got together. Oh no, not again. What's wrong?
WTU's healthcare and nursing department salary goal. WTU Levitt School of Health bachelor's grads immediate salary increase of $13,975 for 15 years. Learn more by visiting WTU.com.
Shift, shop, same day, same way. No, now, it's designing to the clock. Because we're thinking it's new back.
Hepatitis.
Okay, let's go see the doctor.
Clearly my plan has failed. Next time, I just have to movies to watch a snappy romantic film. Where's Alice?
She told me she wasn't coming because she hates Sandra Bullock.
She married me? Is that even possible?
I said exactly the same thing.
They watched the movie.
25 floors. Now it's time to take a break.
Particularly romantic scene. Their shoulders leaned against each other. They locked eyes, and their lips came closer. It seemed that it was the moment.
That's a little awkward.
Yeah, sure.
3, 2, 1, go.
Of course, don't hate Sandra Bullock. Slowly, I was running out of ideas and excuses. I even signed us up for a romantic breathtaking class, only to remember right beforehand that I was
Where's the break room?
silly needs. It's very recent. I want to talk about it. Make gluten-free bread. It's not the same. Go on without me. Tragically, I had to chew on that line and not eat a sandwich in front of them for way too long. That was all the lengths I went to. But despite all my efforts, nothing was happening. They clearly had feelings for each other, but neither was making the first move. I was determined to give it one.
Oh, okay. That's an accident.
Romantic. Rochester Falls, Luke's cherished spot. Cleared the scene and it looked spectacular. I stood there, admiring my masterpiece. This must have been how Billie Eilish felt when she composed Bad Guy. My plan wasn't complete without the final touch. Two mysterious and alluring letters, one for Luke and one for Moon. That evening, they both arrived thinking the other had organized the date. I each have respected their privacy and left, but I sneaked a peek at the date and sat in the nearby toilets with popcorn and soda. Secretly, was still too shy to leave the main room. Just as I was about to fall asleep, only to emerge and clench the excitement was so terrible. I was feeling everything through my body, particularly my ankle. My ankle. And the always felt like clinging to my ankle. Freaked out, I totally lost it. I sprang from the bushes just in time to this rather big moment.
Alice, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just taking a walk.
Around the falls, alone, at night?
Well, you know what they say, when nature calls. Don't judge me. That's the best I could come up with.
Yeah.
Plus, this isn't it. Their embarrassment and guilt were clear. So I clearly felt terrible, and I felt even worse. It was entirely my fault. It was time to tell the truth. You don't have to feel guilty. You orchestrated the entire thing. What? I would like to notice the magic connection between you two. This is my stranger's way of giving you my wholehearted blessing. Well, at least I told them part of the truth. For a brief moment, Luke and Moon exchanged
Yay.
glances, and Luke turned to give me an earful. However, after what felt like an eternity,
Please.
they both enveloped me in a hug simultaneously.
Like this. You could have just spoken to me.
I need to break it badly.
I tried to fight these feelings.
No need to apologize. The heart wants what the heart wants. Are you sure you're okay with this? Absolutely. You two are meant for each other. I'll step aside and let
Same.
you enjoy the rest of your date. I walked away swiftly, but
I need this.
too far. I turned back to see them finally sharing their first kiss. Well, you could have at least waited for me to leave. Just kidding. Carry on. This may appear like the happily ever after ending, doesn't it? But there are still some more fireworks to discover. My grand plan had succeeded. Moon was perfect for Luke, and they were really happy. However, sometime later, I started to feel increasingly sad. While I was genuinely thrilled for them, a feeling of loneliness began to take over me. Eventually, I decided to share with my dad my deepest fear. Dad, what if I never experienced those fireworks?
Alice, trust me, sooner or later, you'll be home.
What if I end up with a broken heart? Like
Take a
you?
break. It's safe here. Finish the machine friendly. Yes. That was stressful.
After that, I decided to give the whole love thing a rest. I just focused on school, my friends, and of course music. For several months, everything went smoothly.
I'm gonna prime that.
Dad was right about love. My moment was bound to come just when I least expected it.
Girls, we have a new exchange student. This time from Italy. This is gonna be love.
And that was at
I risked the heart to not getting someone hit for that last floor because my eye almost got me.
rolled into the classroom. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. And to be fair, no one else in the class could either. He was so irresistible, incredibly handsome, cool, stylishly dressed, and smart. My dad tried to get him to sing a song to introduce himself, but Camilo instead recited a poem in Italian. I didn't understand anything. It was too captivating.
First time being in the break room, and I like it. And it's so peaceful here.
I knew I had to beat out tons of other girls to win his heart, but if there was one thing I was truly confident about, it was my matchmaking.
Man, the
skills.
weird main children are basically forcing solo distracts. It's gonna do distraction.
Tries to strike up a conversation, but I wasn't like the other girls. Hi there. What's
Really
the name?
hardcore shit.
Pickup line, I know.
Hi, you.
Alice,
Oh, right, Alicia.
already my
Like-
name or
like,
variation
if we
and
get-
coming out of this
get a
non-creative machine.
Crafter and pub, you can take the crafter.
He's the one who invented frosting? Because if so, I want to congratulate him.
No, he was one of America's most renowned fellows.
I call it my confidence had grown like a house of cards. I guess I'm more of a take-out menu reader. He shot me this weird smile and went back to his book. I left feeling defeated and humiliated.
I don't know how we've been surviving.
Still,
I'm a survivor.
you guys know I can be very stubborn. Over the next few days, I did everything I could to get Camilla's attention and interest. No, you're a photographer.
Yeah.
Me too. I love selfies, and when I thought I couldn't get any lower, Camilla, I wrote you a poem.
Okay.
Twinkle, twinkle in your eyes, like the stars in morning skies. In your arms, it feels so right, like a star that's shining bright. He rested his hand on my shoulder with second-hand embarrassment.
That was very sweet.
What was I thinking? Are we going or not? The most stunning gothic girl was walking towards Camillo.
What's your thing, Bella?
They just walked away while my heart lay shattered on the floor. After the humiliation of a lifetime, I crawled home and locked myself in my own room for days. Is this karma for not loving Look back? I welcome love is horrible. Why didn't anyone tell me? I decided to never leave my room again. The looping moon swooped in to save the day. Alice, what are you doing?
We were worried about you. You haven't been to school for days.
And I'm not going back. I'm officially a hermit now.
Come on, Alice. You can't give up so easily.
What else can I do? He's too cool and smart for me, and he clearly has a thing for goth girls. Well, maybe that can be arranged. I'm checking the flyer for a costume party happening the next day at school. Maybe this wasn't quite over yet. The following day, I visited Moon's house for the first time for a unique makeover session. She was determined to transform me, and
You scared me for a sec.
dressing, I emerged as a whole new person. Camilla will be head over heels for you. After a while, I headed downstairs to her kitchen to grab a glass of water. Moon's house was massive and a bit eerie, with dim lighting and an unsettling silence. As I turned the corner, I bumped into a tall, mysterious guy. I let out a scream of surprise. Who are you? I'm Alice, Moon's friend. I glared at him. She was wearing a suit, like a gangster from a lousy movie.
I'm Quan, Moon's big brother.
Oh, right.
Why are you dressed like that?
We're going to a costume party.
A costume party? So childish.
You're like just a year older than us. Besides, you look like you're dressed up too.
Whatever, just watch where you're going, kid.
Kid? Oh, just then, Moon showed up, probably after hearing my screams. I turned to face him. One had already disappeared down the dark hall. Why are you smiling? You know, your brother is a real piece of work. Uh-huh. Moon acted weird. I think that runs in their family. Shortly after, we left for their party. Luke, dressed as a mad scientist, welcomed us.
Alice, you look like you just stepped right out of a dark and mysterious fairy tale. Great job, baby.
Thanks, baby. Alice, Camilla's there. Go do your thing, girl. Thank you, guys. I took a deep breath and walked towards Camillo, who was dancing with his friend. Of course, he was too cool to wear a costume. With a boost of confidence from my outfit, I saluted them. Hello, my fellow creatures of the night.
What are you wearing?
Tonight, I can place the shadows in the light of being urban princess gets whatever she wants, playing dress up, and the way Camilla looked at me, that hurt more than any malicious comment. Once again, I was humiliated. For the rest of the party, I hid in the halls of the school. How could I be so stupid?
Should I respond?
I looked up and saw Quan. What are you even doing here? I thought you were too fierce for a costume party.
I am. I'm just here to pick up Luke.
I just got her text. She already left with Luke.
Oh, okay.
Quan leaned his back against the lockers.
Rough night?
That's an understatement.
So, do you want me to take you home, or would you rather stay here crying?
What is wrong with you?
I'm trying to talk about something
Demisexual. So, you're at a concert and everyone around you is the sexiest organ. And immediately, when someone starts talking about philosophy, literature, to order food, and you are served exactly is try to pursue a relationship and maybe want the person they find attractive to like them back. However, people who are lit sexual would literally run in the opposite direction as soon as they see that the person attracted to someone if they're already showing interest in you first. You might not be capable of loving anyone aside from themselves. Well, love comes in different forms and flavors. Aromantic, arrow. So your cousin was getting married, and after months of preparation and being a bridezilla, the D-Day has finally arrived. The happy couples are saying their vows, people are crying, love songs are playing, and everyone's feeling the romance. Except you. Instead, you're busy admiring the floral arrangements, checking out the buffet, wondering why everyone else is crying their eyes out. This is basically how people who identify as aromantic feel when they see everybody else catching feelings. Being aromantic means you experience little to no romantic attraction towards others. To them, big romantic gestures. There's been no conversation about a romantic relation. A toy romantic. Picture being a spectator at a sports game, cheering on your favorite.
And ended up watching a children's movie.
Anyway, you see, being toy romantic means you either don't experience romantic attraction.
OMG, you are.
The romantic
It's the beautiful tale of friendship between a duck and a shark.
After that, he started talking to me, and slowly
feel deeply satisfying without ever crossing into crush territory. You might even do things that look like date activities, going on long walks, sharing deep conversations.
One day, we would set up a sort of double date with me and Luke and drag Juan.
What is the best trinkets in Banjo World? At number 4, we have Dog Wash. Being able to increase your walk speed by 10% is a small difference that helps so many distract cartoons, and it's essential for most players. At number 3, we have Magnifying Glass. Another iconic trinket that does machines faster when completing skill checks. This is such a powerful item, but if you're bad at skill checks, maybe this one isn't for you. At number 2, we have Train Whistle. Being able to ignore slow debuffs like Ichor Puddles and Twisted Bee's ability is crazy strong. This is another key trinket for distractors, and it makes their job so much easier. Before I reveal the final trinket, be sure to subscribe so you can help me reach.
I just worried you'll end up hurt.
But I wasn't very convinced, and then the next day, as we were preparing for our band rehearsal, Luke arrived with a surprise visitor.
Camilla came to rehearsal. If you girls don't mind.
If looks could kill, Luke would be dead now. That's what you said, Frank Juan.
We'll talk later, babe. I tell you, man, we have the best drummer in town.
So, he had decided to play matchmaker too.
Go on, then.
During our practice, I was super nervous, way more than usual. But then Camilo did some really nice things that made me feel a lot better. I think I did pretty good in the end.
That's great, Alice. I didn't know you were so talented.
Thanks. That made me melt, literally, right there on the spot. For the next few weeks, I was caught in a love triangle with Juan and Camilo, and tangled in a dispute between friends. I felt bad, but chose to go with the flow, hoping to solve the puzzle of my heart. But things turned into some kind of competition between them. And in order to win, they went big. Luke orchestrated a fantastic carnival date for Camilo and me. Amidst the chaos, we fun, watched games, and feasted on cotton candy. I even won him a huge stuffed animal.
Thanks. Elephants are my favorite animal.
I'm more of a grizzly bear girl, but elephants are pretty cool. Then, Camilo and I rode on an intense roller coaster in an odd moment of calm. Before the car sped off again, Camilo pulled out his camera and took a picture of me. What are you doing?
I want to capture this moment forever.
That was one of the most magical and romantic nights of my life. For her part, Camilo convinced Juan to take me to his favorite spot, a haven he had never taken anyone to before. It was a dark and murky place. Juan led the way, nodding to some guys. All eyes were on me, so I tried my hardest to copy his attitude. Needless to say, I failed. Juan, they're too young to be here.
Relax. What is life without a little risk?
Right, but maybe this is a little too dangerous. Okay, I admit it. I was scared. You would be too if you saw those people there. It looked like a whole cast of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Don't worry, Alice. I know the owner and most of the guys. They are cool.
Juan took my hand, and not only did I feel safer, but I was also ecstatic. The rest of the night turned out to be surprisingly amazing. Everybody was fun and welcoming. Juan revealed his secret technique to cheat in poker. Hoping put on a spectacular show. Hours later, we watched the sunrise on the hood of his car at the highest point of the city. Hey, okay, I hear you all yelling, pick a lane, girl. Oh, come on. Deciding between Camilo and Juan is like choosing between chocolate and vanilla when you love both. It's driving me nuts too. It was impossible. But Camilo wrote and recited to me in an open reading the most beautiful poem I ever heard. And Juan got us the chance to play our first gig in the same place he took me. Clueless of what to do, I turned to the greatest source of wisdom I knew, my dad. Okay, yes, I was truly desperate. Dad, is it possible to be in love with two people at the same time? My dad took a deep breath before answering.
Alice, God has taught me not to put any limits on love. Love can be many different things. It constantly mutates, but maybe it is possible.
And what should I do? I can't date two people at the same time.
No, you have to be mature and thoughtful. Take care of your feelings, but also those of others.
But how is this?
We're stuck in this situation. You might not be ready for love. Maybe the best.
Alright, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Very helpful. Maybe my dad wasn't the fountain of wisdom I thought he was. Before you guys go off in the comments, I know this is like the best kind of problem any girl my age could have. For days, I ignored both Sue and Fawn, but finally, the concert arrived. Surprisingly, I was pretty calm. That was until I saw Fawn and Camille in the audience. At that moment, all my fears surfaced, and I reached for panics. I couldn't face it, and locked myself in the dressing room's bathroom.
Alice, what are you doing?
We have to go on stage in 5 minutes. I can't do it. This is all too much pressure. They're failing to convince me to go out. Moon and Luke took it out on each other.
I'm gonna cook. See you later.
Can't be here, but he's really supportive of the band too.
Why are you doing this? What do you have against my brother?
He thinks he's a Yakuza or something like that.
And my brother is a creep.
But he's not good enough for Alice.
And it's just so pretentious. I was listening to the fight behind the bathroom door. It was finished. At the time, they were my parents. I had to go to James' office day once. I gathered my strength and opened the door. No, this ends now. You can't be fighting over my love life. That doesn't make any sense. But no, but I just tried to help you, like you helped us. I know, but it just doesn't feel right. I was wrong. Love should be spontaneous and free. Not something you try to control and mold to their convenience. It's my life, and I can make my choices. You're right.
We're sorry. I'm sorry, Louie, too.
You too. Really sweet. Now, enough of the cheesy stuff. We've got a show to give. The room was silent and expectant when we got on stage. The air was tense, but we were ready. Hello, we are Cupid and his lovely arrow. Are you ready to rock?
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Show up. Keep on stage, playing music, a life-changing moment. They must feel everything. Electricity, enjoyable, nonsense. Of many shows. That's for the guys. I decided to follow the advice of my father, who, as always, was right. I was in for love, and didn't want to misburden them. I took them aside individually and told them the truth. Luckily, they both understood, or at least I think they did. I decided that I should focus on lost love. Would pay off big time. And then,
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Well, it's a good thing you are, because this is Cupid and Miss Brogan Arrows.
yeah, as you can see, a lot has happened since the last time we chatted. Where were we? Oh yes, after our first show at that shabby place, Luke, Moon, and I promised to do everything we could to get to the top of the music world. First, we decided to go on tour. We rented an old van and set off on the road to our dreams. Well, at first, it was looking more like a nightmare than a dream. Not exactly the Four Seasons. Tell me there's no cockroaches. I can't believe there are cockroaches. Horses are ruined. Some ate like a ruin.
Oh my god.
Challenging and scary, but Luke, Moon, and I still
You-
closer than ever. Literally.
Got this. Shoot.
Horror movies, right? Initially, our gigs were confined to really small and quiet venues. Good night. We are Cupid and his broken arrows. There were literally more crickets than people, but slowly, people caught wind of our shows. Our shows started popping up everywhere. We gathered a group of loyal fans. It wasn't over anything, but somehow we became pretty famous. However, the unfame had its downsides. The biggest downside of them all was Dale. That's Trevor, our main he discovered us when we were playing in a tiny, sleazy venue in Los Angeles.
Hello, kids. I'm gonna make you stars.
About terror? I mean, Trevor? See? It's like his name was meant for a trucking manager role. I'm just sitting straight facts here, guys.
Where do you dream of playing? Just name it. In the farm?
That's a little too ambitious.
I'll make it happen. Sky's the limit for us.
Like Moon and Luke's excitement, something didn't smell right to me. Keep an eye on Trevor. Follow that car. He always wanted to say that. I tailed him to the foreign offices. Oh, tailed is what spies say when they follow someone. Too many spy calls, I guess. Oh, Trevor got out of his car, but returned. He'd forgotten something. What could it be, you might ask? His briefcase? His parking permit? Maybe his wallet? Not exactly. A gun? Who brings a gun to a business meeting? Like, why do you go to a business meeting? I figured he was a little shady, but he was actually dangerous. After a while, he walked out of the meeting with a big smile and put his gun back in his suit. Oh my god! That night, after
Trevor gave us the news that he got us a slot at the forum, I revealed what my fierce investigation had unasked. It's over, Trevor. I saw your gun and how you used it to get us this concert. We can't be involved in something as dark as that.
Oh, you mean this?
Trevor pulled out his gun and pointed it directly at me. I went flashlight. I screamed in terror and pulled the trigger. I know what happened next. Really hardcore story. Now, relax. I'm just kidding. Trevor fired. All that came out of the gun was his water. Phew, that was a close call. Well, maybe not really. You crazy. I'm carrying this with you.
Protection. In case, a small cat attacks me.
Why did you use it in the meeting?
Oh, that. Those guys never wanted implants. They were so dry, boy things.
Maybe I misjudged him.
Still, if you don't want to be involved in something as dark as me, I understand. Maybe it's for the best. No, Trevor, please don't take this personally. Alice is just like that.
Excuse me? I really want to work with you.
Great then. Are you in, Alice?
Outvoted, I had no choice but to accept Trevor. His individual was to be felt. He devised everything for us. From trying on silly, smelly costumes, which the journey stolen from the thrift store to keep the extra money for himself, to making us use some bizarre and completely embarrassing publicity stunts. Yet, while I hate to admit it, he didn't take us to the next level. He even got us a record deal. Maybe he isn't all that bad. He certainly wasn't the worst thing that came with fame. Paparazzi were a real headache.
Hey, Alice, aren't you dating someone? People want to know about your love life.
Oh, it's a full-blown website. Me, no too many people. You're the slave? Can't you any fringier? Well, I know what you might be thinking. What about Juan and Camilo? You guys are so predictable. Okay, after I told him I was not ready for love, our paths simply parted. Camilo moved to the big city to try his luck as a poet, and Juan went back to South Korea. I accepted that love wasn't my thing, and I was fine with that. Really, I was. But it seems that not everybody was.
Alice, people are interested in you and your love life. We must do something.
Before I could say anything, Trevor launched his enormous front operation. What he was choosing from the pictures, from his looks, you'd think he was attempting to assemble an atomic bomb. And who should people who talk meddling in love life throw in the top?
Fair point.
I suffer all my life for that one time I played Cupid. Besides, you're practically soulmates. I only intervened in the name of true love.
Maybe Trevor will find you your soulmate.
If he does, he deserves a Nobel Prize in matchmaking. Haha, very funny.
Bingo! We found a man. Get ready, Alice.
I thought orchestrated a date with one of the buzziest actors in town. Naturally, he gave the paparazzi a heads up, turning the dinner into a spectacle that rivaled the Super Bowl coverage. I won't deny that he was good-looking. The man could make any Greek god jealous, but he seemed to be already in a committed and very toxic relationship. With his phone, felt like they were stuck in a never-ending staring contest. If a UFO landed on the table, he probably just assumed it was dessert. So, tell me something about yourself.
I have 5 million followers.
Wow, I'd be concerned if that many people were following me. That's next level stalking.
Alice, when's the wedding?
This must be beyond ridiculous. I needed a bulletproof escape plan. Something as sophisticated and brilliant as my mastermind can see. Hey, my Kardashians?
Kardashian?
Wow, each advantage of the commotion to sneak out. Just as I was about to fulfill my genius escape, I walked into a waiter spinning straight from
Genius. My full plan. I don't need that.
Alicia, hi. What are you doing here?
You got this.
No, I have to move fast. I'm actually in the midst of
Wrong person.
Care to help me?
Absolutely.
Whoa, held over a waiter's cart covered with a tablecloth.
Your chair is you have to say.
His cart, and he carried me unnoticed out of the restaurant. After we were clear, we two went for a walk.
By the way, I must confess, I'm a massive fan.
Oh, thank you so much.
People don't believe me when I tell them it's a date.
Do you tell people that?
Well, I know we didn't exactly date, but I don't know.
You can choose the.
That's the language out loud.
Are you flirting with me right now?
I am. Who knows when I'll cross paths again with another star, especially with one as strikingly beautiful as you.
He was going all in. I tried to play it cool. That was smooth. But I'm not going to fall for it that easily. I did. I got the same
Almost at 30.
years ago. I was. Probably with words.
Yes, soon nowhere to run.
Of course, but inner fireworks were about to start a pyrotechnic show that could rival New Year's Eve. I know, guys.
It's
Just talking. It was spectacle. The next day,
Alice, who the hell is this?
Trevor pointed out a couple of pictures of Camilo and me walking through the city last night.
paparazzi. They got me again. Just an old friend.
TV and social media are going nuts over these photos. Great these headlines. Drama ditches movie star for poet waiter. It's genius. I am a genius.
I was about to remind him that it wasn't his idea, but he went off on a long rant about how Camilo and I needed to start dating for the sake of the band. Well, I hated Trevor butting into my life like that. Pretty Camilo didn't seem like a bad idea at all. For the sake of the band, of course. Over the next few weeks, Camilo and I became a thing. Trevor's theme worked like a charm. Strangely, every little thing we did became big news that the whole country should know. Look where we are now. Camilo's really turned things around for us. Yeah, but Camilo's writing is taking on due. It's all right, though. It felt strange to me. But we were too caught up in enjoying all the attention to bother about it.
You guys are breaking the internet right now. Any advice for your followers? Just be great. Be as incredible as we are.
We know that's a pretty high bar. Yeah, I know. I wanted to pinch myself too. But Joe's fame was hard. Everyone wanted a piece of you. Soon, all this glitz and glamour also got between Moon, Luke, and me.
You're late again.
Sorry, loves. We play in Rochester in a few days. We meet our first. I'm here, aren't I? Try to laugh a little bit, kid. Isn't we climb towards the shows? It's a walk in the park. It's just another show. It's the first folk show since we've left. One is even coming back from Korea with his new girlfriend for this. It has to be perfect. Each of one and a girlfriend struck a chord with me. Girlfriend now? Who was she? Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Why was he thinking of me? Beyond angry. Moon, why are you throwing Juan and his girlfriend in my face?
She doesn't have to know you.
This is clearly not about the show. Of course it is. What else would it be about? This is about you two being jealous of me and Camilo. This is about you not daring to be under my shadow. Oh, I'm clearly delusional.
Stamina.
A good message so simply formed in his head. What I realized was that Trevor was standing to the side, watching the drama unfold.
Don't stress. You don't need anyone. I think you can even go solo.
What?
I mean, everybody knows you're the heart of the band. You're gonna do great things by yourself. I just know.
Oh, shut up. I knew Trevor was trying to manipulate me. It wasn't all wrong. The band thing was not working. We were always fighting, and I had Camilo. What was the point of continuing? Okay, let's do it. We decided it was best to keep it a secret until after the show in Rochester, which would be our last. I had fears, doubt, a lot of anxiety, but Camilo managed to calm me down.
I'll be right there at your side.
The day of the show had arrived. My relationship with Luke and Moon was more straight than ever. To avoid them, I went to the side of the stage. Their room was everybody we knew was there. Luke's family, even the girl was present. We merged that and tried to locate my father.
Lol.
Things like finding Waldo. Even Camilo, who was supposed to bring Dad to dance with my balls, started freaking out. Really off. Soon after, Camilo called me from the hospital and told me there had been an accident. What? How?
I was late. Then I saw your dad's accident on the way, so I followed him to the hospital. But your dad is fine. He's resting now.
Why did nobody call me?
They said they called his emergency contact.
I'm on my way. I ran to grab my things. My dad is in the hospital.
Your dad?
What happened? I explained everything, and despite our fight, Moon and Luke hugged me tightly.
Alice, I'll drive you.
Due to my shock, I hadn't noticed that Juan was there. He looked even more tragic than before. Juan, step out of it, girl. Let's go.
Whoa, Alice, stop. The show's about to start. She needs to be at the hospital.
Family comes first, always. As she said that, I felt horrible. They were my family, and I was backstabbing them.
I don't care about your family. This is the most important show ever. We're gonna tape it for a movie. It's a blockbuster. Do you know how much money we're gonna lose?
After saying it, Trevor closed his mouth so tightly that his lips seemed to have magnets on them. Farewell concert?
Oh, it's not a big deal. Bring up Selwell, and we'll have 3 products instead of 1.
Oh, and Moon looked at me. The cow would be 6 feet under right now. My God, are you okay?
Oh, it's just a silly accident, but I'm okay.
I'm coming to see you.
What? All those people are there to see you. You're gonna really rock that gig.
What?
No, but it's busy. Afterward, you can come see me. Not like I'm going anywhere. Rock it for your old man.
Okay, Dad, I love you.
You and your dad, kids, let's do it. It's showtime.
We went on stage, and the tension was crazy. I could feel Lincoln's face with theirs. Even since his Cyclops from the X-Men was looking at me without his glasses. The show was about to start, but I refused to be like those old dinosaur rock bands where everyone hated each other. So I did something important. I stepped up to the microphone. No, don't freak out. I'm not gonna sing. Hi, Rochester. I want to dedicate this show to my family, to my dad, who needs to stop riding his bike at night, and to my siblings, Luke and Logan. No one has taught me
And
as
boom.
much about
I'm dead.
I love you, and I'm sorry, guys. Luke and Luke are gonna get that out of the way. It's you know, then the show finally started. It was simply incredible. Luke and I played like it was the first time in my garage. The show was what a show. After that, we reconciled in a big embrace. While they were still angry, at least now it didn't look like they were going to murder me. Shortly after, Trevor joined us. Oh, Trevor, just the man we were looking for.
What?
Should we share the honors, guys? At the count of three. 3, 2, 1. You are fired, Jen. Trevor tried to manipulate and scare us with threats, but when we were together, that didn't work. That's why he wanted to split the band. He knew we were trouble.
You'll make a huge mistake. This is not over.
Can you close the door on your way out? Thanks. We went to see Ben subscription scratches and everything. We were each I had my band and friends back. My dad was okay. And my boyfriend, it was just finally time for my happily ever after moment. Well, it lasted for about 2 seconds. Literally. Suddenly burst into the hospital room. Hey, are you alright? Me? What are you doing? Yes, all I know is emergency contact was. My mom looked at us smiling, but when she found the pillow, they transformed. Get away from him. Beyond confused. He looked at the pillow. His face was empty at best. She's basically like-minded brothers. Once again, fate had a curveball for me, but this is running too long. You know, no one likes cliffhangers, and shall they say, nothing really is ever easy. Are there any synergy for strawberry?
That's simply this.
Also, I don't
Stop telling people above and beyond.
You've-
Make it easier on every single one. Give it written detailed guides apart from the community level, allow me to see exactly what you could be living in. Roger, we've got radio down to
Yeah, that's like adult.
Hello, guys. Apartments.com. The place, find a place.
Hi, my name is Aura, and I'm from Texas. Please like and subscribe. I live with my granny, and she's pretty much the only person I'm close with on this planet. After my mom and dad passed away, she became me. But growing up, I didn't have any friends. I was always focused on my studies. Getting the bag of scholarship was one of the finest schools in the city. But things took a wild turn in the 10th grade. It all started when I decided to ride my bicycle to school one day. But just as I was about to park it, I tripped over something, and my bicycle went crashing into a car nearby. Shoot, the car looked really expensive, and now it had a dent the size of an elephant. I was the queen of broke people. I'd never be able to pay for the damage. I had to get out of here. But just then, 2 evil-looking shadows showed up behind me, and one of them caught me. Look at that. She ruined your car, and now she's running behind me. Oh, Jesus, not the terrible two. Jacob and Adam were the 2 richest and hottest kids in school. Everyone was scared of them because they were really big bullies. And now I ran their car. This is the worst day ever. I wasn't running, and I didn't ruin it on purpose. I just accidentally. Okay. Accidentally or not, you're gonna have to pay for this. I'm just a man. I can't pay for it. You want my bicycle?
You can have that. You're making jokes now. You better arrange the money or else. What was I going to do about these bullies? Just then I remembered I'd seen them bullying a kid really badly after school recently. So I just blurted out, I know your secret, and I'm going to tell it to the principal. What secret? I know what you guys did last Monday. For a second, they looked stunned, but then Jacob screamed, what? How? How do you know that? Judging from their freaked out faces, I could tell it was something else. It's something really big that they've done, and they thought I knew. This was perfect. Wow, I'm not going to tell you here. I'll tell you in front of the principal. Let's go now. No. Wait, we can talk this out. Yeah, and hey, anything. Here, let me check if your bike's broken. I'll buy you a new one, and as many as you want. We'll do anything you say. We'll be your errand boys. But please, just don't tell anyone. What in the other freaking world? The two most powerful senior guys in school were totally at my mercy, and I didn't even know why. But I pretended to keep it cool because I didn't want them to know I was bluffing. Sure, then how about you start with carrying my bag? It is so heavy, my hand hurts. As I went around school that day with these two acting like my personal bodyguards, kids were looking at me like I was a magician who had the terrible two raptors. Jacob was already waiting for me in his brand new car. This was just getting better. Hey, I'm here to pick you up. So tell me, do you want to go to the beach today or movies? What? I go to school and attend my classes. I have to submit my assignments next week. Oh, come on, Lauren. You should enjoy yourself. Don't study so hard. That's your training. You get mine all the time. No big deal. That sounded good. But I wasn't sure if I trusted them enough to keep coming home besides this. What if they plan to kidnap me because of whatever their stupid secret was? So I insisted on the when we reached there, they kept following me around. At first, it felt like I was some princess. But as the day went by, I realized this was a big problem. I came down to the practice after lunch, and just as I turned around, and I was stunned to see those two morons had followed me in. Have you both lost it? This is the rules-changing world. All the more reason for us to be here, right, Adam? I pushed them out and locked the door from inside. But when I went to the dancing room, they were already there, dressed in ballerina's clothes and dancing like toads. What the freaking rats? What are you guys doing? You don't have to follow me everywhere. Yes, we do. You can't race me. Let's go and tell the principal better fast. You won't do that. Well, guess what? We don't trust you. They just wouldn't leave. And when it was my time to perform, they both started cheering and hooting like they were my craziest baby. What could be the big secret that was making them do all these things to keep me from going to the principal? And as much as I wanted to know, I wanted to get my kids out too. The next day, I left home before they could get here. And even at school, I was on my toes, watching out for them. Then during lunchtime, this football job at school, who I would have seen much on, came and sat next to me. You're the popular girl who tamed those rich brats. And, the rest. I like strong and dominating girls like you. How about you go out? Picked him up by the collar and threw him out of the seat. How about I give you a taste of strong and dominating guys? What are you doing? Let go. Just wait heavy. Oh, why did you do that? Well, that asked me out. He asks everyone out. He's a jerk. Oh, have you looked in the mirror lately? You're the bigger jerk here. With that, I pushed him aside and stormed out of there angrily. Later that day, I was in the library when I saw that football jump kissing some girl behind a bookshelf. Adam was right. He really was a jerk. I took a look and tossed it right at his head. Ouch. You deserved it. After that, I went back to solving my math assignment, but I was getting none of the answers correct. Easy there, Tigers. Let me help you with those. Help me? You didn't even know that. Oh, why did you do that? I was stunned that this guy looked like he probably bought his grades with his dad's money, was actually good at studying. He helped me with my assignments, and honestly, I'm starting to feel that
It's right here.
it wasn't so bad after all. Just as I was about to apologize for calling him a jerk earlier, Jacob barged into the library. Thanks for keeping an eye on her while I was away. course. I was just here to babysit me. Felt so dumb thinking you might be nice 2 seconds ago. So, was ready to go to watch this.
Alfred.
Oh, gee, I've been waiting for this movie for months. Cold clouds and excitement in the library. It's all out. Later that evening, when we stepped out of the movies, it was pretty chilly. Suddenly, Adam took off his jacket and wrapped it around me. Such a good actor he was. I knew if it wasn't for their secret, he wouldn't care even if I was screaming for help. Soon after we ran ahead to get the car, that's when Jacob took my hand and suddenly pulled me close. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, come on.
Alright. Floor 34.
Keep me close. What? In your dreams? That attitude of yours.
Sprouts.
Crazy. How about sure. I was about to push it really hard when suddenly Adam pulled him away and touched him hard in the face. Jacob landed on his butt. How dare you touch her? What the